I'm gonna do it. I did dream about this book actually last night. If you know me, you know I'm a slut for a Red Bull. Crazy development. I caught a glimpse of something, and there's people behind me, so that just adds to the pressure. Yes! Hello sweet besties and welcome back. So this is gonna be a very real video. We are doing how much do I realistically read, and this is page count, not books, page count. So every day I tell you guys how many pages I ended up reading, and some days I didn't read at all. So let's get into this and see what I realistically read in a week. Hello page count besties. So this is definitely the same spot as last week's video because I'm starting it the same day, but I just won't go too much in depth of the book in this. You gotta watch last week. But I'm starting Great Big Beautiful Life today. I'm starting on page 12. So the goal is to binge it because basically I have to finish it for the other video today. So that's the goal. I'm really excited to learn more about the woman's story they're telling. We're waiting for a pup cup right now, so I'm gonna go get that and then I'll talk to you guys later. But yeah, it's going good. I think I'm gonna listen today and read some of it because I actually have Spotify hours for once, so gonna use those up. Okay, we made it to page 110, so we have read 100 pages today, which is great. It's going fine. I feel like I'm definitely not liking it as much as like Beach Read Happy Place Funny Story, but obviously still enjoying it, and I really like the premise and I'm really intrigued to learn her full story, Margaret's. So quick page update. I am on page 192. It's going good. I'm definitely not like as addicted to the story as I have been with her other books, but it's still interesting and I really want to see how the plot of it goes, like with Margaret and her story. I'm definitely not as invested as I thought I would be, but still liking it. I just feel like when we are getting Margaret's story, there's just a ton of names mentioned, so I'm really kind of confused on like the family tree and like who everyone is to her. Just gonna keep going though. We'll see how many more pages I read tonight. Good morning besties. So let's do some math on how many pages I read yesterday. So start on page 10, I made it to 302, read 292 pages yesterday, which is really good. But I did listen to a lot, but today I'm excited to finish this hopefully this morning. I did dream about this book actually last night, which is a very good sign. I feel like I have one theory, but yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with Margaret and her story and everything like that. So not really super invested into the romance, but because like I definitely feel like I like the main girl better than the main guy, but like I don't know if we know too much about him really. I don't know. I just finished the book. I'll put the pages on the screen, I don't know, but I'm going to, I think, scavenge the internet for other people's thoughts because I don't really know how to feel. But I did really enjoy it and I feel like I liked the last bit a lot. So good morning everybody. So today I woke up and I was kind of like, I don't know what I'm in the mood to read. I've been in the middle of Wild Dark Shores, so I kind of wanted to continue this, but I also kind of wanted to continue a romance and I really wanted to read on my Kindle. So I randomly got on Libby, and this was a skip the line copy for Kindle, so I got it on Kindle. I've only read a chapter today, so I started on page 84 and I made it to page 96. So far so good, but I definitely want to read some more today, and that's the update. I've read 12 pages, but really excited about this book. It's about this family who they're on this like island. They're the only ones on it at the moment, and it's their job to kind of take care of the island and just whatever, and it's like in the middle of nowhere. So it's really interesting. There's just so much going on too behind the scenes, like with the state of the world, and also a woman washes up on shore, so they have to take care of her now too, and they're like, why are you here? How did you find out about this? Lots going on. I'm really excited. I'm like 30% through, so maybe we'll make a dent in it today, hopefully. I also do have some Spotify hours, so maybe we'll listen for a bit. That's the quick little morning update. Okay guys, I've been reading more of Wild Dark Shore. I'm on page 128 now. It's going good. This book, honestly, when I went into this, I thought this was like gonna be a super fast-paced story, but it's really mundane. Like they were literally cleaning windows and just dealing with the seed vault and just like traveling to different parts of the island. So it's very mundane, but throughout the everyday life we're getting little hints about kind of like the state of the other world, because it's set, I don't know like technically what year this is set in, but it's set to a point where climate change is very, 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 very just like affecting the world. And even on the island, they have to leave the island in a couple weeks because the ocean is rising so much. Insane to think about. So with that, we're getting just little glimpses of what the world's like, because obviously none of them are like on a mainland. Basically they're on an island, and also there's just a bunch of like mysteries going on and just information that we still don't know, but we're getting slight hints at, and just like the things they say, and like the dad and his son will like exchange a look, and you kind of have to interpret that because they don't outwardly say what's going on. I'm really excited to see, I guess, kind of all the mysteries going on, because we still don't know much about the other like scientists that were on the island. When we're in Rowan, the girl's perspective, we're getting kind of some flashbacks about her life on the mainland, and some of them were like years and years ago. It's really interesting, but again, like I said, very mundane and not super like fast paced, you know what I mean? Gonna keep going. I am 44%. There's one thing I love, and it's short chapters. That's perfection. No, I'm just kidding. Like, these chapters are always powerful too, like that just something's happening. We're getting one of those reveals, but like it won't be explained. I can guess what happened, but like we're not gonna get an answer forever. How pale am I? Like literally. Anyway, I have read a little bit today, and I think I'm gonna listen for a bit because I actually have Spotify hours. I just need to find my place on Spotify, which is gonna be a challenge. So I started on page 172 and I am on 178 now. So I haven't read much, but so last night I was reading before bed. It got so good, so I have been just wanting to read. But so I'm trying to find my place on Spotify, and the issue is that the chapters aren't numbered, they're just the names. And then on Spotify they do have numbers. I'm gonna try and guess where I'm at. This might be it.
I'm greeted.
No, dang it.
Rowan. The kids are in the restaurant eating tuna noodles.
Yes! I just randomly picked one. Oh my god. See, the thing with this book, the chapters are very different, like lengths. Which honestly I love. 1 minute, 3 minutes, 1 minute, 7 minutes, 1 minute, 6 minutes, 4 minutes, 14 minutes, 19 minutes. So that's just something I really like because it just keeps you engaged. I'm gonna listen for a bit now. Now that I have like a grasp on the story and like who's who, I want to listen. But before, I was trying to just like get a good picture in my brain of the world. Also, guys, I'm gonna make a big girl purchase today. I'm gonna get an Aura ring. I have the like sizing thing on. I'm gonna do it. I like want to go buy it now, but I'm like, no, to keep the tester on to make sure. I'm gonna do that today, which crazy development. Guys, this is like getting so good, and I was trying to sync my Kindle page and I went to a chapter far ahead from where I'm actually at. I caught a glimpse of something. So, I don't know how far away I am from there, but I think I might be close. And oh my god. What? No, this is insane. You see, the thing with this book is the reveals, there's no like hints, so they're just so shocking, and that's what I love. Like a lot of times in like thrillers or mysteries, stuff will be hinted at, so like it's not too shocking, but this, out of nowhere, guys. This just went from 4 to 5. I'm so stressed. Okay guys, it is later in the day on Tuesday and I have two updates, not related to the book and then the book. I got my ring like literally 10 minutes ago. I'm so excited about it. Like, I just love having something new to look forward to every morning, like checking my sleep score, whatever. Anyways, I am 86% through and I'm about to finish this book and I'm so excited. It is so good. The amount of crazy stuff that's happening right now, insane. So let's do it. Oh my god, stuff just keeps happening. I am so stressed. I flipped the page and just got a sense of dread. Oh my god. Oh. Do you ever just get to this page and you're like, no, no. That can't be it. What? Hi besties. So I did start another book because my Libby hold came through and I've been waiting for it since Christmas time. So it's a Christmas book, The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. I'm on page 88 of that. I've been listening to the whole thing too because I still have some Spotify minutes left, but I'm gonna read a chapter or two before bed. But it's really fun because it's like Knives Out but like a romance too, so I'm really excited. Okay guys, it is Wednesday now. We are starting on page 94. So that means I read yesterday. I think I'm gonna listen in probably until my hours run out because I feel like it's like any minute now. Also just because it's been hitting on audiobook, but so far like so good. I mean, it's nothing crazy. I am really interested to see the mystery thing because I just love books like this, like Knives Out vibes, where it's like just a mystery, like it's not thrilling really. Don't really care about the romance. I have like zero feelings towards the male main character. Like I just don't like care about him. I do like the main girl though because they're all authors, so it's interesting. I'm gonna keep listening. Hi guys, it is definitely Thursday night now. Wednesday didn't read. I think I'm gonna read now because I'm just in a reading mood, but why do I want to read like a summer book? And I'm reading a freaking Christmas book. But I'm really interested about the mystery aspect. I think that's gonna really keep me going with this. But I came on here to say, so the main guy and the main girl, they like work together or something, or they like briefly know each other from work. And the guy in this, he like didn't know her name or something, which I feel like it's gonna be like fake, like he knows it. So he always calls her different names and she always is like, that's not my name. That's not my name. I'm like, if he really doesn't know her name, but like it's a romance book, so like obviously he probably has like known it for years and didn't want her to know, whatever. 34%, gonna keep going because my Libby holds up in a couple days, so I need to get going. And there's people behind me, so that just adds to the pressure. Guys, it's 7 p.m. but I feel like caffeine low-key doesn't do shit for me because I had a Red Bull and I'm tired as hell. Also, this camera. But I found the new flavor today, and if you know me, you know I'm a slut for a Red Bull. So I've been wanting to try this all day. I don't go out of my way to get sugar-free. It's just the only non-cold ones they had at the gas station, so. Oh, that was a good one. Also, I do have acid reflux, so carbonation makes my stomach do what it's doing now, but I don't care. This is peach. What is it? It's peach, and I think I saw that it's like notes of like floral too or something. I love peach. White peach too. It's really good, but like, was there a doubt? So glad I bought 3 cans. I have some explaining to do. So basically, once it hit Thursday, Friday, I didn't really read much. I did listen to some of Perfect Crime on Friday, but it wasn't very much. And then I ended up not reading again really until the start of this week. So like Tuesday, I finished the Favorite Crime book. I still wanted to be real and show this because I didn't read it all really Wednesday through Monday, and then I did end up finishing the book after. So technically it's still probably like 7-ish days, but yeah, so I thought we'd do a quick little wrap up because why not? So the first book I technically finished was Great Big Beautiful Life, which this was also in last week's video, so I won't say too much about it, but I ended up giving this a 3.5. Not my favorite Emily Henry book by any means, but it was still a great time. I just feel like I went into this with too high of expectations. I was expecting this to be like my new favorite book of all time based on the synopsis and how it's The Last Great American Dynasty coded. That's like one of my favorite Taylor songs, and just Folklore is one of my favorite albums like of all time. So I was just really hyped, and I love the idea of this story. story and how similar it was to the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, but at times I was like, it is very similar. So that was kind of interesting. I did still really enjoy this. I just didn't really connect with the romance at all. I just did not care at all, and there were definitely some things that were confusing, such as Margaret's like family tree. I just didn't really understand that. Like, there was just so many names mentioned, and there are still some questions I have and just things I'm kind of disappointed with from her story. So that is this one. Still a great time though, and still an entertaining story, and I really liked hearing about Margaret's story. And then I finished Wild Dark Shore. I think I'm gonna give this like 4.5. This book was insane. It was a little slow to get through, and I was definitely trying to read it when I was deep into my slump, so that was kind of hard because it starts off really mundane and just like their day-to-day lives on the island. So it was not the best, I think, for my slump, and I feel like if I would have just read it closer together than like throughout the span of like a couple weeks to a month, it would have been 5 stars. Just the way this story goes is insane, and one of my only critiques is I wish it was longer. I wish we got more of the aftermath of the book, like maybe like an epilogue or something. Like, I just wanted to see more of these characters after the main part of the story ends. So that is the only thing I was disappointed on, but also I can definitely see why the author kind of left it open-ended like that, like not closing off anything with what they were doing next. So yeah, the story was insane. Definitely, I'd say look up trigger warnings. I went in blind, so I didn't know anything really, but this was such a good time, and it is a really short book, but it's definitely very full of knowledge and very descriptive. So it's like short but a little heavier, you know what I mean? And just the way she wrote this story was really interesting. There were some really short chapters and just some chapters that were just about like the nature vibes of it, which I thought was really interesting and impactful. So really like this, especially if you're into like nature, gardening, trees, plants, that sort of thing. Definitely pick, or animals, sea life, stuff like that. Be great for you. And then The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year, I think I'm gonna give this one 3 stars. Going into this, I was like, I'm gonna be so addicted, I'm gonna binge this. I just didn't, and I feel like that was kind of surprising because this is like right up my alley, but it was still a fun time, and I enjoyed all of the characters. I really liked the romance. The guy in this was really, really sweet. I really liked him. The whole like mystery thing was fun too. I do feel like the pacing was kind of off in this book. Like for the first like maybe 65-ish%, it was kind of slower, like stuff was happening but they weren't like figuring out the meaning behind it or like advancing it all. And then the last bit, like everything started happening at once and it got kind of crazy. But I really liked how this story ended a lot. I did have one prediction and I don't think it was right, but I still feel like it's right. I did really enjoy this one. I just feel like also too I read it at the wrong time of the year, but it wasn't like overly Christmassy because both the main characters don't have the best like views or past experiences with Christmas, so they were kind of like negative towards it, which made it like seem not as like Christmas vibey, but it was still a good time. I mean, really read this any time of the year. I mean, there's just some snow and mistletoe and that's like it. Yeah, so those are the books we read this week and then the week after. I will see you guys next week. Peace.